Yeah, yeah. Fresh out the cell with a plan and a boo. Anklet beeping, but my heart's beating for you. Let's go. Met her on a prison pen pal site. She said you cute even in that orange light. Now I'm home and I'm free, kinda on probation. She picked me up in a Prius, pure elation. Got a teardrop tat and a heart full of dreams. She brought cupcakes and some government cheese. I said, girl, you a snack, maybe even a feast. She said, you just hungry cause you live with the beast. Love after lockup, wild and free. Got no keys, but she got the key. From yard time to FaceTime, look at us glow. From prison phone calls to reality show. Love after lockup, we don't play. Tinder got nothing on JPay. I did my time, now I'm doing hers. Doing laundry and love, both in spurts.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Love After Lockup Lockdown, where we are covering Season 2, Episode 25. As always, you can find us in our Facebook group or on Instagram at Love After Lockup Lockdown. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Lisa.
And this week we are covering Season 2, Episode 25, Felon Fantasy. Lisa, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I DoorDashed alcohol today.
Well, you do what you got to do.
And you had a coffee accident.
Oh my God. I mopped my kitchen floor and then I went in to get a cup of coffee. And when I turned around, I just spilled it all over the place on my white floors.
I was just going to say, what's white? Because I've done that when I was on my break, just trying to get coffee, working from home. And my coffee went literally all over everything it could find that was white.
Yeah. All over the white floors. It's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Or when somebody walks on your freshly mopped floor.
Yeah, like your dogs.
Yeah. Well, we start off with Cheryl and Josh, and she's going dress shopping with her mom, who is very vocal about not supporting this relationship.
Yeah, really, Mom says that she just agreed to do this dress shopping because she's her daughter and no other reason.
And she's making it known, like, she's not hiding how she feels. She's not misrepresenting how she feels. She's doing it with her full chest, which I respect.
The crazy thing that I didn't realize, and maybe I just missed this from the last episode, is that she's going to leave her kids with her parents for 3 months.
Right. We speculated a few days.
Oh my gosh.
3 months.
Hell no.
I can't imagine.
We already know she's batshit crazy and doesn't have possibly all her freaking faculties. This is like her judgment is like, whoo. I mean, 3 months being without your kids,
It makes me wonder if something's wrong with her.
right?
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I mean, there is, but to what degree? Because this is a substantial commitment to chaos.
oh my gosh, and like to just think that this is okay and that your kid, like, to step away from your kids for such a dumb reason. It's not like she's going in the service or she's going to for on a business trip or whatever. She's just going to be with this felon, and I'm like, what? If I were her parents, I would just be like, no, absolutely not. But then I would be scared that she would make a poor choice as to who she would leave the kids with other than me.
Well, yeah, her saying that he's not going to do it, or her saying that her dad said he's not going to do it, but she said, oh, he will.
Yeah, probably just because they want to know that the kids are safe, honestly, because she just doesn't make good choices.
If you were in that position, like, what other choice would you have? If you're going to protect your grandkids, that's the only option, is to take the kids, and you wouldn't want them going with her anyway. The best solution is they stay with you.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this part killed me. She claims that he treats her like a princess, right? And we find out that she literally bought her own damn ring. Because how could he buy her a ring? She's been giving this dude money. So basically, she went to the store, picked out some rings, showed him, and he's like, yeah, babe, that's the one I want you to buy with your own damn money.
Yeah.
What?
And she tells people that he bought it for her.
She's batshit.
Man, if only batshit was a diagnosis.
Oh gosh. So mom says, she's like, when this all collapses, that she'll be there to pick up the pieces, which I guess is good to hear, but how many times can you pick up the pieces for your adult child
Right.
before it's because that's basically enabling. Like, hey, you can make all these very terrible mistakes and choices in your life, and you know that I'm always going to be there to fix things, like watching your kids for 3 months. Even though I said no, you know I'm going to say yes. This is Clint's parents all over again.
Why would she bring her mom to look at dresses when she knows how much her parents dislike the choice that she's making? Also, like, I can't really understand why her mom's there. If you don't support, you got to kind of all in, not support. You know what I mean?
True.
Cheryl tries on dresses and her mom tells her that the dress is ugly.
Yeah, and it was the one she picked. It was the one that mom picked. And she's like, "This is your pick, mom." And mom's like, "That's ugly." I was like mom's like trolling her at this point.
So they've been engaged for over a year at this point, but her mom literally just found out about all of this.
I find that hard to believe, but maybe. I don't know. They're they're then like talking about how, you know, her mom's dad doesn't like her dad. She's like Cheryl's like, "Mom, does your dad like the man that you married?" And it's literally her father she's talking about.
Right, right.
And they're like, "No." So like I mean, that's not a good like comparison to this. He's your dad. Your mom's already married to him and they've had children together and then you've had children. Too late.
Not absolutely. And we end this scene with Cheryl's mom crying, and I feel so bad for her. Just how Cheryl can live in this fantasy world is so beyond me. I don't understand it.
I just want to know who she's most worried for, whether it's Cheryl or whether it's for Cheryl's kids. I don't know
I mean,
at this
Cheryl's
point.
a grown woman to make her own decisions, so it's some of that you just have to let happen.
Mhm.
Next up, Andrea and Lamondre, and it is 1 week until release.
Wish that this wasn't so close to Andrea and Lamar. 'Cause I feel like we're gonna say it.
I keep calling her Andrea, I think.
Andrea. No, I think you said Andrea. But we do find out that she's particular. We know she has a lot of sisters, but she's particularly close to her sister Erica. And then they're on their way to a photo shoot for her sunglasses. And we do know that Andrea is a model for her own line of sunglasses. She does her own modeling,
Mhm.
and she's
And
beautiful. So
Erica's
why
her
wouldn't you?
manager. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
oh, her sister's her manager. I didn't catch that.
Mhm. Erica says she wants someone who will help her, not hinder her. And it makes me curious why she chose someone who's in prison.
So, I mean, I want to say who's using who here because, like, we know, and I don't think Lamondre's using her in any way, but Erica has this business, or not, I'm sorry, not Erica. Andrea has this business. We perceive it to be, I guess, at this point successful, right? We don't know, but we do know that Lamondre's been giving her money to run her business and also pay her household bills. So now she doesn't really, you know, have an in-person relationship with this guy. So why is she really in this? Is she just is he her sugar daddy? I don't know. You know, I don't think so. This one's weird. And Erica says to her, "Are you sure this is really who you want to be with?" And I don't actually know if Andrea knows that for the answer.
I mean, she says you can't help who you fall in love with.
She does, but like I don't know. With the rest of what goes on in this episode, I'm not sure. And then the sister, they must know something about Lamondre, or they claim to know nothing up to this point, but they do know who Lamondre is. But the sister says, "I want you to be with someone who can help you," but that Lamondre is controlling. So how do they know that he's controlling if she's been hiding him in their relationship up to this point? That I'm confused on.
That's a good point. So apparently she lied to him about doing the photo shoot, which doesn't seem like a good start.
No. And then she says something crazy, like that he's traditional and he likes his women covered up. And I'm like, all right. So if no one's ever seen this season, go watch it and go look at Lamondre, and then you tell me if this statement fits with him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, pardon?
Next up, Angela and Tony. She is going to get him.
Oh boy. She's going to the train station again, like she did the first time around, to pick him up, and she hopes that he actually gets out this time. And Dave and I were cracking up. He was eating his pot pie, choking on his pot pie. A black van pulls up, and she goes, "I'm looking for my inmate." And it's a black man. And she goes, "You're not him, are ya?" And I'm like, what?
I think she was lost at that point. Like she's thinking, am I catfished? I don't know. Like what?
She's video called with Tony many times, and I'm like, what is
That's
happening?
right. What is she talking about?
You're not him, are you?
Yeah, she's worried he's going to stand her up again, which I feel is a fair worry. You know, after it happens the first time, you kind of expect it. You expect something to go wrong the next time.
Yeah. I mean I'm with her on that. I was like, oh, maybe he's not going to show again, but I'm certain that he didn't turn into a black man.
Right. That one we know for sure. Next up, Lizzie and Daniel. Lizzie is 22 and Daniel is 24. Daniel is doing 2 years for possession of narcotics.
Yeah, this one seems like a recipe for disaster with what we find out about Lizzie. So she's a full-time student and she works at a gas station. And she was a drug addict, a former drug addict, and she said people don't take her as the druggy type, but she was heavily addicted to pills.
Yet her ex-boyfriends got her increasingly dependent on substances.
Hmm. So again, this is a person who has a very close family member, and she's talking to her sister about picking up Daniel. And we do find out that they actually did start dating before he was in jail. And a week after they met, or I'm sorry, the week after they met, he went back to jail because he's been in and out of jail since he was 13 for 3 years.
He was 16 when he first tried meth. That feels so young, but I bet there are a lot of people who were about that age when they started.
I bet. Hmm.
He says he wants to feel clean and sober.
Yeah, he's sick of being on drugs. And I mean, yeah, I bet that he is. It's a hard life.
Right.
He was talking about how they met at a car wash originally, and she was wearing a green, I think he said a green bikini or teal or something like that.
Oh, teal,
And that
yeah.
was teal, and that's what
Mhm.
it originally caught his eye about her.
Apparently, her apartment got raided and they found 15 pieces of paraphernalia and 18.6 grams of weed, which honestly, that's not very much. If you're in like a state where it's not legal, I guess it is, but that's not an absurd amount of weed to have.
Yeah, and I was wondering what they meant about paraphernalia. I don't know if they meant like things for smoking weed, like bongs, pipes,
Hmm.
whatever, or if there was other drug paraphernalia from other drugs, like needles or things like that. But it didn't sound like it because basically she was just able to get off with a frequenting charge. So I don't think they found anything super major. I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, they would have been looking a little less harshly at marijuana.
She says the drugs weren't hers and he took off and went on the run.
Oh, that's nice of him. So,
Here to back you up through anything.
yeah, I'm here for you, babe. I bought you this ring. Um, take a picture of it, will ya? So, she doesn't have a lot of time to see Daniel, I'm guessing because school, work, and she says that ugh, she and her mom don't see eye to eye on this relationship, and neither do her and the sister. The sister's not having it. I'm sorry. No, she and his mom don't see eye to eye. And then
Yeah.
she and her sister don't see eye to eye because Daniel's mom has said that that she wants to take charge of his life when he gets out of jail.
That's a problem.
It's kind of understandable though because she doesn't want to see her son. I'm guessing she doesn't want to see her son live this life anymore.
Which is fair, but he's a grown man. He has to ask her for something like that. It's not, you can't just take over somebody's life.
Yeah. So her sister says that Lizzie has the habit of picking the wrong guys. Well, all right. That's valid because the
Yeah.
first two got her hooked on drugs, although that is a choice. And now this one. And it's, I don't know. We'll see how this turns out.
Have never heard of a frequenting charge.
I could not tell you what that is. I would have to look that up. I've never heard of that. I guess maybe being around drug paraphernalia. I don't know. Don't
Maybe it's
know.
me,
Being
but
associated with it.
it strikes me as odd that she waited all of this time. Like, they've never had sex. They were only together a week and a half, and she waited all of this time for him, which just seems wild. Like, that's a wild choice.
I want to just say that this works for her probably at this point in time because she's so busy
That could be.
working on because working and then also being a student, that's a lot. So she probably really has no time. And all she has to do is just give him a phone call here and there. And that's the extent of their relationship. So it's easy.
Well, she never went to visit him while he was in prison. So that's one thing. And that's part of why I think that's the majority of why his mom has a problem with her.
Hmm. That makes sense. So the sister says, well, Daniel calls and the sister's like, I really don't want another guy bringing you down the wrong path again. And
Mhm.
Daniel asks um Lizzie, are you scared? And she kind of is. But she just wants a normal couple relationship. This isn't the best choice if that's what you want.
Right.
Again, but we see that with all of these people.
He gets mad. Like, he gets mad when she tells him that her sister has concerns, which isn't fair. It's not fair to get angry, and it's completely understandable.
Absolutely.
Next up, Lacey, John, and Shane. She is going to pick Shane up, knowing that John is paroling to her house in 2 weeks.
Crazy. This is crazy.
It's so dangerous.
It's I don't know what she's thinking and how she's gonna do this, but we'll see. So her family thinks she's going to a modeling gig. Now,
Right.
this is another girl who's pawning her kids off on a parent to go and pick up her felon. And but she's at least lying. She's going to work. Whereas
Yeah.
Cheryl's just like, I'm just dropping my kids off here so I can go meet John Wayne Gacy. Like,
Yeah, Lacey says she has to be selfish and do what's best for her, which includes leaving her kids with her father and going to meet somebody who isn't her fiance.
that's a wild statement. is wild.
And she's driving 7 hours.
Her kids are young too. This is
Right.
I don't know. She again says that the reason why she met Shane was that she was bored and Shane stuck out to her, but that's not the full story.
No.
They had a fight, her and John had a fight, and so she started surfing for other inmates.
Right. She's even discussed marrying Shane. Keep in mind, she's engaged to John.
So Shane calls her and he's asking her if she's enjoying her ride. And but she's like, it's pouring rain. She can't see. She's like, I better pull over. Oh, you think? You're like, it's not safe. The conditions you're driving in, and you're pushing all kinds of buttons in your car to answer your phone. She finally pulls over, and she's telling like, God, I don't know. John calls at some point too while she's driving. She's lying to him. She's saying, "Oh, it's raining out here. I've got groceries. I'm in the driveway, and now I got to walk the groceries into the house in the rain." And I'm like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
She's nuts. She's nuts.
She said that her cousin is watching the kids. Oh, I just pulled up in front of my house. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd she say though? She said she needed like me time, alone time. I don't. What'd she say?
I don't remember. But she said she feels guilty for lying to John. But do you? Because you don't seem like you feel guilty. You're lying to your dad. You're lying to your kids. You're lying to John. You're lying to Shane.
Yeah, she's lying to everyone. This is a whole web she's weaving of lies, a web of lies.
She says she hopes Shane is hot and sexy like his picture. And that seems
Oh,
to be
good
her
lord.
top priority,
It
honestly.
is. It definitely is. This is her, yes. She's superficial. She just, yeah, that's it. She does not know Shane at all in person. She has never even video called with this guy. It's just been phone calls.
Right.
Nuts.
Back to Cheryl and Josh, and Cheryl tells her mom not to forget her kids. Like her mom, I mean, come on. If you legitimately thought somebody could even potentially forget your kids, is it a good idea to let that person watch said children for 3 months?
I I'm this girl renders me speechless. Not really, but yeah, because I have a lot to say about her. But she says that she hasn't actually been able to talk to Josh because the prison has been on lockdown because they're always like causing trouble in this prison. I think this is probably normal in prisons, but she did say something that I don't think we've heard anyone say before. But I guess, like, if someone knows you're about to be paroled, if they're jealous of you, they can try to sabotage you and cause you to not be paroled.
Yeah. I think that was on that TV show Oz that happened once,
Hmm.
but I could be making that up. She says she loves her kids more than anyone and then leaves them for 3 months.
Yeah, I just did the biggest eye roll. She's Josh has been in and out of prison most of his life, and in
Mhm.
her infinite wisdom, she's going to just have her kids, her small kids, in this man's life. Cool. Sounds like a great idea. This this time he served 6 years.
Of his 12-year sentence, yeah. So he only did about half of his time, which would mean, I think, that the other 6 are still hanging over him.
Oh my gosh.
I could be wrong about that, but
So she says she's very jealous that her friends get to go home at night and be with their significant others. Listen, you are not an unattractive girl. You may be crazy, but you can find someone who would not put you in a situation where you're not able to go home to them at night and sleep in the same bed. You have all the choices in the world, and this is what you've chosen. So why are you jealous?
I just think that she has that attraction to criminals. I don't know what it
Ugh,
is, but I think that it goes kind of beyond normal attraction. That's what I suspect. That's the only way it makes sense to me.
yeah, well, she says some stuff later in the episode that I think proves that, definitely.
Next up, Amber and Vince, and Amber is excited about all the things she can do now that she is out of prison.
I don't know about you, but I really get Brittany and Marcelino vibes from these two, but in a different way, kind of way. Do you kind of feel me on that?
No. How so?
No? I don't know. It's like their dynamics kind of similar. He's, an army guy and she's like he wants to save her somehow. I don't know. This seemed similar to me.
I see what you're saying, but I don't see that in them. Like on paper that makes sense, but I don't
Yeah.
see it with these two.
Well, definitely Marcelino and Brittany had more attraction to each other than these
Yeah.
two do for sure. Had a stronger connection. So she was locked up for 4 years, and Vincent is saying how beautiful Amber is and that they could have a beautiful life together.
And she says he's handsome, but he's a little shy, and she didn't expect that from him.
Yeah. Weird. He must have like a social thing, but he's good on like a phone or something. Like a
I
social
don't
anxiety.
know.
Then again, he's meeting someone he's never met before, and they'd had that awkward kiss and hug.
It was so weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's talking to Puppy on the phone, and she says they would kiss and cuddle, and they were a couple, but they never slept together.
I believe her. I don't think has any reason to lie, right?
No, I don't think so. They probably asked her to clarify, and I would guess that's the only reason she brought it up. I don't know. He said he doesn't have any experience with a relationship like theirs, but it is what it is. So I think he's really unhappy about it, is what I sense, but he knows that it doesn't make any difference to Puppy or Amber what he thinks.
No, it definitely doesn't. He says, that Amber and Puppy call each other wifey,
Mhm.
and he says it but reluctantly because you could tell he's got like some reservations about this, like you said. He's not crazy about it, but he's accepting it.
Right. And we find out that Amber is paroling to Puppy's mom's house, who she's never met. So not only is she with this guy who she's feeling awkward with, and now she has to go to Puppy's mom's house, who she's never even met.
I wasn't crazy about the mom. I didn't like
Really?
what she was saying. No, I didn't care
Which
for
part?
her. I don't know. She rubbed me the wrong way. So Vincent's hoping that he can move to Vegas as soon as possible to be with Amber, which makes sense. And they're sitting down with Puppy's mom, and Vincent's like, "Do you know that Amber and Puppy call each other wife?" And mom seems to be fully aware of all of this and their
Hmm.
relationship and how close they are.
Yeah. Kathy said Vince is nice, but the relationship between Amber and Puppy is more important. So I could see
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of, I'm leaning towards like mom thinks that Amber and Puppy would be a better couple, and that's fine, but you gotta let them decide for themselves. You can't just like shit on Vince because you want your daughter to be with Amber. And that's why it was bothering me, because I'm like, you don't have a say in how this is gonna go. But I don't know. I feel like she was being kind of shady.
Hmm. Kathy, which is Puppy's mom, said that Vince can't stay because she's not running a hoochie house.
Yeah, I like that part. I laughed at, but or I agree, but that would make me uncomfortable too. Absolutely, I'm on board with this part at least. Like that would make me uncomfortable. I wouldn't want a strange man that I don't know, and I barely know this girl, if at all. And then she's just got her boyfriends coming over. I would not like that at all. Definitely not.
So Kathy tells her not to do anything that she doesn't want to as Amber and Vincent are leaving. It's good for her to look out. It's good
I
good on Kathy.
guess I because I don't get the vibe from Vince that he's going to do anything weird. He doesn't give off that vibe, although that means nothing.
Next up, Cheryl and Josh. She's excited to see the prison because Ted Kaczynski is there and
Ugh.
it's like Hollywood. She said if it wasn't for
Yeah.
Ted, she wouldn't have met the love of her life. What?
Oh my gosh. And she's like, she wants to know what room Ted is in, and she's looking. Oh my
Like,
God.
let's be so for real here. Ted is not into you.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize that he was still alive. So there we go. I'm like, at first she's like Ted, and I'm like, I had to rewind. I'm like, what does she mean? Ted Bundy? I'm like, he's dead, definitely dead. Then I realized she meant the Unibot.
Oh my goodness. That was a short scene, and we're back to Andrea and Lamondre. And he does not approve of her doing photo shoots. But she said last time she did a body painting campaign, she did really well.
Makes sense. She looks great.
Right. Yeah, she does.
She looks amazing. Yeah, I can see why she's her own model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why pay somebody at that point?
Yeah, she looks amazing. Even her sister got a little painting done on her chest. But well, Andre calls her, and now she's gotta tell him the truth, basically.
I mean, she didn't have to, but she had already made up her mind what she was going to do. And she knew he was going to call at some point. So I, she knew it was going to go down. She may not have known how he was going to respond, but she knew that they were going to have to face off about it.
I can't even say that I feel like it's because she likes drama, because I'm not getting that from her. This one's really weird.
Yeah, I don't get that from her at all.
No, it's really weird. So, of course, he's mad that she's doing the body painting, and he says that she's disloyal because you decided you want to control how she w- earns money.
I mean,
What?
it was definitely very sexy. It was, like it,
This is something she did for a while before they got into this relationship. He knew, and now he's trying to change this about her. She
right.
needs to do this because this is what makes her business successful. And she probably saves a lot of money because she's her own damn model.
And Erica gets angry about the way that he's treating her, understandably, because it's ridiculous.
Oh, I'd be so mad. If I were her sister, I'd be so mad.
Andrea says nobody's going to disrespect her, and she hangs up on him. Where he proceeds to call her 17 times in 3 minutes, and then she puts her phone down and checks it 4 minutes later, and there are 22 missed calls. That's wild.
And he must have a phone in prison because he would not be able to do this on the prison phone.
You
And I'm
wouldn't
sure that he
think.
does. No, I'm sure he has a cell phone. He was a freaking drug kingpin. Of course he has a cell phone. He probably gets whatever he wants. So she says that he
Probably.
will call her. Yeah, he'll call her over and over and over again until her battery dies. And that is crazy. It's terrifying. It's scary. And it's stalker.
That is so scary. And she feels like he's trying to control her with money.
So the sister says in the end, someone's going to get hurt. And that's her greatest fear. And we're not talking about Lamondre here. We know this. And I feel the same way. I feel this is dangerous. I feel this is not going to go well, and that I don't think that Andrea would be safe in this relationship at all.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Angela and Tony. She says she edited the picture that she sent him pretty heavily. So, are we saying that she catfished him?
Well, she did, but to be fair, he did know that she was older because he claims to like cougars.
Right.
But yeah, it was heavily edited by her and her sister. She says that Tony talks about sex a lot, and I don't think that that would be crazy for a man that is in prison that has no access to a woman. Of course, he has lots of access to men, but not a woman. So, whatever. I mean, it makes sense. He can't wait to have sex with a woman. And so she expects him to want to just jump in bed as soon as he gets out.
Yeah. So he does end up showing up though, and they hug and kiss, and she's so excited. And he legitimately seems into her. He's not disgusted by her. I don't know that he's like, oh my God, you're the sexiest woman I've ever seen, but he's like, he seems into her.
For a minute until the rest of the scene.
Oh
She's just
gosh, I
like,
forgot.
she's like, everything's gonna be okay, and that they made it. Yay. And she's like all excited. This is like Andrea and Lamar. She's like, I can touch him now. And she's like touching him. He's changing his shirt and shit in the car. Like, easy.
Calm it down before you both get arrested.
I know. She's being thirsty. Like, who wants the sex, Angela?
She brought him a bunch of stuff to take to the halfway house with him. Like, she hooked him up.
Yeah. Yeah, she says like bad boys are hot and like this is at this point they're like in the car driving and she's just he is not the one that is talking about sex. Let's just put it that way. It's all her. And
My favorite line from this scene was she says, I love you. And he goes, all right.
oh my god, I wrote that down.
Oh,
I thought I heard it wrong. And
I
went
rewound it.
back.
Yes. All right.
I love you. All right.
Oh, that was terrible.
And it goes on. She's like, or then he goes, I've got that ring you gave me. What do you call it? An engagement ring. The joke.
So she asks him if he wants steak or the sex first, and he chooses the steak. And she's obviously upset. This was not how she expected things to go. I felt so bad for her.
I do feel bad for her, but like, and I don't know how their story goes, but oh my gosh. At this point, I'm like, what are you doing? Run away from this. Like, this, this guy is using you. Oh my gosh.
I love you. All right.
Yeah, I just put that she looks very unimpressed after the steak comment.
I know. Steak is pretty good, though.
I mean, it is a close second if you really love steak and you've been in prison. I
You
mean,
really love steak.
real.
Next, Lacey, John, and Shane. And Lacey says she just hopes that Shane is who he says he is, which we have heard over and over again. And what she means is she hopes he's as sexy as she thinks he is.
Yeah, she's at the hotel and she's putting on her makeup. I guess she's gonna stay overnight next to the near the prison. She says she fell for Shane because of his sexy voice. I mean, that's all you need, right? You just need a sexy voice. Doesn't matter. Everything else is just null and void.
Right. Now, they've never met. Like, they haven't even video chatted,
Yep.
but they have talked about getting married.
Oh my gosh. She says she feels like she's in a dream. Yeah, you are in your own dream world. That is where this dream is.
She said she's never cheated on John and then took her engagement ring off. What?
Oh my gosh. I cracked up when she said she had to drive up mountains in the rain.
And now she's standing outside the prison in the rain, and she's worried she's going to go up to the wrong inmate.
That's valid.
Way to start the relationship. And that's where it ends. This episode ends. Who is your
Mhm.
VIP for this episode?
I'm gonna go. This is out of the ordinary, but I'm gonna go with Tony for for saying all right. Angela says just because it made me freaking laugh so much.
So I chose Cheryl's. This was hard for me, honestly, because I didn't really feel like anybody stood out as
Right?
spectacular, but I chose Cheryl's mom because she was trying to talk sense into her daughter. What
Yeah.
about your POS?
okay, toss up for me, but I'm definitely going with Cheryl for leaving her kids for 3 damn months. That's crazy.
There are so many reasons that she could be the POS. My reason was that she was romanticizing murderers, but also leaving
Oh
her
god.
kids for 3 months.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
We could probably create a whole list.
Do you think that's why her friend is a clown? Did you get like
Gacy
because
vibes?
somehow yeah.
Yes.
She's like, "Oh, maybe he's secretly a murderer."
That's how she finds her friends. So that's about it for this week's episode. If you enjoyed the podcast, head over to Apple or Spotify to rate and review. If you'd like to continue the conversation, join our group on Facebook at Love After Lockup Locked Down. Listen every Wednesday wherever you find your podcasts and keep those notifications on to be the first to catch bonus episodes.
And in the meantime, don't fall in love.
And don't get locked up.
First date at Walmart, keeping it low. Told the clerk, don't judge me, I'm on parole. I brought roses, okay, 1 rose from a gas station. She said, "Aw, babe, now that's validation." We be vibing in a halfway suite. Microwave dinners, romance elite. She my ride or die, she brought me a phone. Even snuck it in once, pre-release song. She hold me down like a key-o with charm. Except she don't mace me or twist my arm. We write vows in Sharpie on my court docs. Judge said no contact, but we beat the clocks. Love after lockup, cuffed and proud. Matching jumpsuits, now we rockin' the crowd. She said, "Don't mess up," I said, "Bet." Now we're TikTok stars with no regrets. So here's the love and second chance thrill. From a concrete bed to Netflix and chill. They said, "Don't catch feelings," but I caught a case of butterflies, girl, not just in one place. Ankle monitor beep. Oops, curfew gotta bounce.